People have tried to do this before, which is to say stream in a game. It's effectively a video that you're watching, but you can have control over that video. But you can run it on anything. You can run it on your phone. So they've tried this before. It has never worked as well as the companies have advertised. So that is the concern here. Are you going to get subscribers for a service that they've never really used? It's hard to say.
And then you run into sort of a chicken and egg problem, and that is attracting the developers to put the game titles in this service.
Sure, that's actually a little bit easier because the developers don't have to change the games. They just put out the games they've been releasing on this service.
Eric, what's the long-term game plan for Google with this service, you think?
Well, I think Google's going to eventually have to differentiate itself. Whether you have a console, whether you're streaming, you know, ultimately it's about the games, and if you can stream just as well as buying the game, but ultimately Google is going to need exclusive titles. And that sort of begs the question, how is Google going to get that? Are they going to buy studios? Are they going to pay studios for exclusives? That's going to be something to watch.
Sounds like a reason to buy the studios, Russ. I mean, if there's now a major new entrant and then many more to come into this space.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, investment in game studios is very risky. You never really know when one is going to pop off and not. I think they're better off working with existing studios, seeing if franchises develop out of that, and then maybe expanding. But jumping right in and buying a studio is a big ask.
Eric, what does this industry look like 10 years from now, both the game publishers like Activision and the others, and the console makers?
Well, I think the industry, I mean, it's still going to be all about the games, and who delivers the best games are still going to be the big winners. So I think that's not going to change from what we are now. I do think it's going to go to a streaming environment, and for the most part, streaming helps publishers with profitability. Usually you can get a better margin than you can with physical distribution.
Because you don't have to have a physical disc, right? And you don't have distribution through a store like a GameStop. I can imagine this doesn't, Russ, help GameStop at all.
No, this is very bad for GameStop. They've been in a bad position for a very long time. They are effectively Blockbuster. And more these game companies are selling games digitally. You can just download it straight into your console. You don't need a middleman. You don't need to go to a store. So where is GameStop in this scenario? Like, how are they benefiting the consumer? They're kind of not.